sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions, and it's all up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. As we take a peek at the Oklahoma State product, their quarterback, Mason Rudolph.
And you can make a strong argument that he was the Steelers' best quarterback a season ago. There wasn't anything flashy about his game by any means, but he brought a level of stability that they desperately needed, and they rode that consistency all the way to the playoffs. He's now tasked with trying to replicate that success here, and there's no reason, with his confidence this high, that he won't be able to do that.
Throwing right away is Rudolph. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Rudolph. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rudolph. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Rudolph. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard to about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. In motion right is Ridley. Now Rudolph. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Rudolph. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Rudolph looking to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Pollard will take it up the gut. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. Got a man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Nick Folk for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw is Goff. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now it's Rudolph. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Rudolph looking to throw it. That's to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series. They're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, 65 yards. yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 2nd and 2. Rudolph now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. That is caught and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a 1st down.
Back to throw, Rudolph.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Goff.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Goff.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
48 yards.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rudolph.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This time they stay on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Goff. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 56 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rudolph just does beat the play clock. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Goff. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He's got right on the short throw.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Rudolph looking to throw. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Rudolph. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Again, it's Rudolph. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Now Rudolph. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.